Hello everyone. Today we're going to wrap up 11.3, and actually we're also going to be wrapping up module 11 because this is the last lesson in module 11. So yay. So today you're going to continue and finish the topic of solving radical equations, and you're going to be able to solve equations involving the real world situations that have to do with the square root and cube root and whatnot. So we're going to take a look at the first problem. And it says the diameter d in inches of a rope needed to lift a ton, a weight of W tons, is given by the formula right here. How much weight can be lifted with a rope with a diameter of 1 inch? So if the diameter is already given, we're just going to substitute that into the formula. Let me copy that formula first. So we're going to substitute 1 inside for d, and then next, I'm going to solve for w. So I'm going to actually need to multiply both sides by pi because I don't like that pi on the bottom of a fraction. So we got pi equals square root of 15w. Next, I'm going to need to square both sides so that I can get rid of that square root, right? So I've got 15w equals pi squared. And next thing I'm going to do is divide it by 15 to get w by itself. So I've got w equals pi squared over 15, and if you want to divide that with your calculator, it should be about 0.66 tons. So that would be the weight of the that's the weight that can be lifted with a rope of diameter 1 inch, and that's the end of this problem. The next problem is the trunk length in inches of a male elephant can be modeled by this equation right here, where t is the age of the elephant in years. If a male elephant has a trunk length of 100 inches, about what is his age? So I'm going to start by bringing the equation right here, and I'm going to substitute the given. L is for the length, right? So I'm going to substitute 100 for the length, and solving for t here, first thing I need to do is subtract 17, which will give me 83 equals 23 cube root of t. Next, I need to isolate the variable by dividing by 23 on both sides. And so I've got 83 over 23 equals cube root of t. Last thing I'm going to do is cube both sides, and then that will get rid of the cube root. So I've got t is equal to this number right here, and if you do the math, it actually should give you approximately 47 years of age. So this elephant should be about 47 years with the length of his trunk is 100 inches. And here's a discussion question. How do you know by which power you should raise both sides of the equation to? Well, if it's a square root, you would raise it to the square, right? If it's a cube root, you would raise it to the cube root. If it's a fourth root, you would raise it to the fourth. So it depends on what the root is. So it depends on root. Okay, so that's the answer for that one. And then second one, how can you tell whether a solution to a radical equation is extraneous? Remember, we talk about for square roots, when you're done, you get an answer, x equals something. You need to substitute back into the original equation that shows the radical. So you need to check answer by substituting your solution back to the original equation. And then if not true, then the answer is extraneous. And that's how you can tell. And that is the end of the module 11, and hopefully you are confident now in solving those radical and cube root equations, and you can find the answers for radical and check your answers, and also solve with confidence the cube root functions. Have a great day, and see you next time.